Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video I am going to show you Oppo F11 camera settings in detail. Now a lot of you asked me to show the expert mode of this Oppo F11, how to use the features, and as you guys know, full expert mode is available on this Oppo F11, and the settings that I am going to show you also implies to the Oppo F11 Pro because similar settings have been shared in both the phones. So let's look at it, and before we begin this video, as always, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to click on that subscribe button, also hit that like button and share it with your friends. Alright guys, let's look at the Oppo F11's camera settings in detail. So the first thing you want to do is to go to expert mode, of course. So now there are so many options, customizable options here. The first one is white balance. Now white balance is used in order to get accurate looking colors. This is basically temperature setting. So the lower the number, the cooler it gets, the more the number, the warmer it gets. As you can see, especially in Oppo F11 and Oppo F11 Pro, they have actually given to customize the number. Usually you don't get this customization and there are only preset options, but as you can see, complete customization is given. Sometimes the camera doesn't recognize accurate colors. At that time you can actually use and pick like this, and even you say that you want to get some cold looking images of any portrait, then you can actually tweak the number and just click the picture to get accurate colored looking images, or say if you want some cooler looking images, you can get that as well. So this is the white balance. Here's the exposure. Now they have divided into shutter speed as well as ISO. The ISO starts from 100 and goes all the way up to 3200, which is awesome. And the exposure setting, as you can see, 1/8000 second. Now how to compensate? As you can see, it got darker as soon as I tapped on the 1/8000 of a second. Now 1/8000 of a second is very fast shutter speed. That means if somebody is walking or somebody is running here and you want to freeze that moment, you can capture it with this shutter speed, but you have to compensate the ISO. As you can see, 100 ISO, I am just changing it to around 600 ISO. Now this is perfect exposure. Then I will click a picture. Now even if somebody is actually crossing, or if there is any movement here, movement of leaves or movement of persons, fast moving objects, while changing the shutter speed. So this is the thing, and as you can see, it goes all the way up to 16 seconds. Now again, while you are keeping 16 seconds, even if I keep the ISO to 100, as you can see, it got completely bright. That means this setting is not actually preferred for this kind of environment. Again, you have to put the ND filters for this one. So basically, if it gets darker here, then you can actually slower the shutter speed to get that accurate exposed images. So this is how you tweak the settings with the exposure value as well as ISO. Now there is EV here, as you can observe. This is exposure value. Now again, let's say by default the picture is capturing here with highlights blown up, right? So even if there is some clouds, the dynamic range is not getting covered properly, then I can use EV and underexpose a bit, and instantly, as you can see, the clouds are visible properly. So this is how you change the exposure value, which is EV. The next one is autofocus. Usually for landscape images, you can keep 0.95, 0.96. So that gives you proper sharp looking images. And for let's say you are capturing some close-up images such as this leaf, as you can see leaves, then I can actually bring it to like 0.5, 0.75, then click the picture for sharper results. So as you can see, even if I click the 0 or tap on 0, as you can see how close it can get. So for close-up looking images, just tweak the autofocus setting to based on the scenery and situation. Again, in order to reset everything, as you are seeing, there is auto here. Just tap on auto and everything gets reset. So these are very important settings. Based on the scenes, based on the situation, you can change and get exact looking images you always crave for. So this is the basic setting, and once you tap these settings here, again there are a couple of settings. As you can see, there is shutter sound, there is grid. I always recommend you to use the grid mode here so that you get properly composed images. And similarly, you have location GPS tagging, there is flip selfie, there is watermark. So if you want watermark, you can enable watermark here. Again, you can actually write the name, which is again awesome. A lot of phones skip that, so you can actually give your own name. So let's say I type this, just take back. So I have enabled watermark, and when I click a picture, now you will see there is customized watermark here, Oppo F11. So copyright mark is here, we keep. So this is how you can enable watermark as well. So this is the expert mode. There are a lot of settings that you can again change in photo portrait modes. So I'll be covering those in another video. This was just about explaining expert mode on the Oppo F11. Hope you liked this video. Now go ahead, use the proper modes, proper settings just as I explained, and take some awesome looking images. Alright guys, see you all in another one. Don't forget to click on that subscribe button for more follow-up updates videos about the Oppo. So see you all in another one. Till then, take care everyone. Bye bye.